Yes, I think there are several experiences. Part of them, I understand, are finished. Some are ongoing. Even Berlin is now closed.
Yes, this is the last 5 projects. Now we are starting with another, but not in Africa, the East.
In the East. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you. So we go on with Laura Chessa, which will introduce the ReLiveWaste project, improving innovation capacities of private and public actors for sustainable and profitable recycling of livestock waste. For those of you who were in Algorea yesterday, this is the project on Struvite that we talked about.
Good afternoon. My name is Laura Chessa. I work at the Desertification Research Center of the University of Sassari. I am the project manager of ReLiveWaste project. This project was funded by the Interreg program, which is a program that supports the cooperation among European region in the Mediterranean area. It was funded by the Axis 1, which aims to promote the innovation capacities to develop a smart and sustainable growth. It is a testing project that foresees some pilot activities. It started in February last year, and it will end July next year. We are 10 full partners. The Desertification Research Center is the lead partner, and then in Italy we have a private partner, which is Sassari Test, who is in charge of design the technology. And then here in Sardinia we have the Regional Agency for Agricultural Development, LAORE. Then we have 3 partners in Spain, an NGO, which is Fundación Global Nature, an enterprise, which is ALIA, Agricultural Transformation Society, and La Union, which is a farmers' union. In Cyprus, we have 2 public bodies, the Cyprus University of Technology and the Ministry of Agriculture, Rural Development and Environment. And then we have 2 partners in Bosnia-Herzegovina, the Sarajevo Economic Regional Development Agency and the Faculty of Agriculture and Food Sciences. Furthermore, we have 3 associated partners, which are 3 private companies, livestock farms, where we will implement our technology. And these are in Italy the Cooperativa Produttori Arborea, where you went, yes, some of you went yesterday. In Bosnia and Herzegovina we have the Butnir, and in Cyprus, Armenis. So we started from the issues, the problems of our case studies. We have 1 case study in each region, and the common problems are intensive livestock farming. In particular, we have cattle in Sardinia and in Bosnia, and pigs in Spain and in Cyprus. We have different level of advancement in managing this livestock waste. For example, in Sardinia and in Murcia, we have a biogas plant producing energy from slurry, and the problem is the managing of digestate. And then, for example, in Bosnia and Herzegovina, the level of advancement is low, so there is the need also to separate liquid and solid livestock waste. So in order to so these common problems are intensive cattle and pig livestock farming that produce large amounts of waste that represent a major source of pollution for soil, for water, so an environmental challenge for the society, and also, above all, an economic problem for farms. Our project tests innovative solutions to convert these livestock waste into a resource. In particular, our pilot actions will transform this waste into an organic, high-value commercial fertilizer, which is called struvite. So our general objective is to improve the innovation capacities of public and private actors in managing livestock waste. And our specific objectives are to stimulate private actors in the adoption of these innovations, but also support public actors in the formulation of policies that can recognize these struvite as fertilizer and incentive also the adoption of these innovations. And the last one is to improve the transnational cooperation between actors like research bodies, businesses, public authorities, and civil societies. Our project foresees 4 work packages. Among these, we have 2 thematic work packages, a testing work package and a transferring work package. Our testing work package is work package 3, which aims to support livestock farms through the implementation of demonstrative pilot activities consisting in the application of an innovative process for the transformation of livestock waste into fertilizer. And this work package foresees several activities. A preliminary activity which foresees data collection on case studies and preparation of state-of-the-art reports and preliminary projects. And we have almost completed this preliminary activity. After that, we will have the installation and the run of the pilot plants. We are going now to launch the public procedures for the installation of these pilot plants, 1 pilot plant in each case study. After the implementation, we will run 3 evaluation activities, an agronomic evaluation of struvite, of this fertilizer, an economic evaluation, and also an environmental evaluation. These 3 evaluations will flow into a comprehensive evaluation. And after that, we will carry out capacity building activities like trainings and exchange visits. Going more in detail on this technology, this is the scheme of the pilot plant we are going to install in Arborea. So we are going to treat about 3 cubic meters per day of liquid digestate. And this digestate will flow in a reaction unit where the reagents will go. In particular, there is this reagent station with 3 kinds of reagents: phosphoric acid, magnesium chloride, and sodium hydroxide. After the reaction, the liquid will go in a sedimentation unit, and after that, the struvite will be collected in drying bags, and the filtered liquid will flow again in the tank where there is the liquid leach state. With this process, processing 3 cubic meters per day, we will have about between 98 and 139 kilograms of struvite per day. It depends on the percentage of ammoniacal nitrogen abatement that we will run. So our intention is to test different levels of nitrogen abatement between 40% and 75%. Of course, the level of abatement depends on the quantities of reagents that we will use. So our intention is to test the best, the most efficient method to find the best percentage of abatement. Also considering the costs of reagents, of course, and the theoretical price of struvite, in order to have an efficient system, of course. After all these things, as I said, will be evaluated from an agronomic, economic, and environmental point of view. After this phase, we will have a transferring phase, which aims to ensure that the knowledge generated in the work package 3 will be transferred to stakeholders, both public and private actors. And our aim is also to induce policy changes, leading to the formulation of policies that recognize struvite as fertilizer at EU level. And we have to say that the European Parliament is already working on this. There is the approval on the proposal for recognizing these and other kinds of fertilizers as marketed as fertilizing products at the EU level. This approval from the Parliament said that there is the need to prove that this fertilizer is safe from the environmental and health point of view. So we are going in the same direction of the what is happening at the EU legislation level. This work package foresees the setup of a knowledge and transfer plan, workshops and site tours organization, also policy guidelines, and at the end, a final seminar. Thank you.
Thank you, Laura. Any questions? I think this kind of plant can be suitable for any situation in which you have an overload of nutrients. This is typical of livestock farms and livestock districts like the one of Alborea that we visited yesterday, the colleagues from Indonesia, where you need to move these nutrients away in a cheap way, and so relieving the area from the excess of nutrients which result into pollution of the groundwater, for instance. So, unfortunately, the trend in the last decades is that on one side, farming and agriculture is abandoning the marginal areas, and it's being concentrated in very intensified districts where there is this kind of problems. So,
just one question.
yes, please.
If I understand very good.
Speak loud.
The European Council asked you to demonstrate that it's a safety fertilizer. So does it mean that we will make some experimentals or some theoretical improvement?
È solo a livello sperimentale, cioè solo a livello teorico o proprio a livello...
No, at experimental level, yes.
So it's a pilot plant. It will actually, it's not just a laboratory experiment. The technology is known. The only problem is that this technology has never been applied extensively at large scale.
Yeah, I mean that will take a lot of time, no?
What do you mean?
To prove experimentally safety.
Yes, but at the moment there are very few data about the upscaling of this technology at the district level. So this will be one of the first testing. I mean, the struvite is a very well-known material. Also, from many years, but it was usually synthesized as a chemical fertilizer. In this case, the challenge is to extract it from animal effluents. This has been proved as effective in the lab. The project is to test it.
Put it in reality.
In reality, exactly. So the idea, the challenge is this. It's not an easy task.
Thank you.
Yes, please.
I have two questions. This experimental, this project, it's lab experimental or industrial experimental?
No, it is not industrial, it is not lab, it is in the middle. It is a pilot plant.
In the reaction, you don't talking about pH, which level of pH we can take best results.
pH ottimale qual è?
Come?
pH ottimale, chiedo.
Sinceramente.
Adding sodium hydroxide, there is many level of pH, which pH will be best to extract the struvite.
Yes, in fact, pH, if you see here, it is one of the data that will be collected to dose the reagents. So pH and the other components will be first of all measured through sensors in order to have the dosage of reagents. Now I don't remember very well the level of pH.
Because the reaction depends on reagent, it's magnesium
Phosphate.
and sodium hydroxide. This is
And also phosphate.
yes, it
Magnesium.
contain phosphate in wastewater in the waste.
No, the phosphate is
You must
well, if it is already in the waste, if the
Yes.
phosphate in the waste is the soluble phosphorus in the waste is sufficient, then you don't need to add. But otherwise, you have to add the soluble phosphate in order to generate this struvite that is made by magnesium, ammonia, and
yes,
phosphorus.
I know the instead of supervised. I'm talking about the waste you use to extract.
The waste is the liquid fraction of the biodigestate from cattle effluents.
Okay.
So, you know, the cattle effluents, the slurry, is digested by a biodigester. The output of a biodigester is the digestate. Then it's physically separated, the liquid and the solid fraction. From the liquid fraction, you extract the ammonia like this.
Okay. There is not enough phosphorus, you add phosphorus?
Exactly.
To
The idea in the district of Arbolea, where there is a slaughtering plant, the idea is that the phosphorus could come from the bones, from the slaughtering waste, from the bones of the animals.
Some types of waste it's rich for rich phosphorus. You can use
Yeah,
this to-
you may not need, yes.
Yes, I know many wastes, but I thinking about if we take this waste, we will be reduce the money you put you or
Yeah.
to costs
Yes.
to buying a phosphorus to adding to the reactions.
But most of the phosphorus that you get from the waste is in the organic form. So this is also a challenge, yes.
Ask another question after this for pH and the type of reagent. Maybe magnesium chloride, magnesium hydroxide. There is many reagent.
Yeah, well, nor me nor Laura are expert chemistry to answer a specific question, because this part is care of Cereco, which is the engineering society, which is partner of the project, and some of the technology is also under patent, so okay, we don't know. But if you have specific question, we can provide you this.
Thanks.
Okay.